Now introducing, out of Alden, New York, number 2, Dylan the Chinstrap Zielinski. Introducing next, out of Schenectady, New York, wearing number 69, Kenny the GM Gerard.
Wow, I don't even know who that guy is with all that hair, but welcome on into the second episode of the DK Experience. My name is Dylan Zielinski, and that lumberjack right there is Ken. Paulie, what are you doing here?
Well, dude, I heard that your co-host, your regular co-host, Kenny, the GM Gerard, is across the country going to the CBI Awards to see if he's going to bring back WTOP, a sports broadcasting award. So I guess today you're just stuck with me.
I guess that sounds like a blast. Thank you for filling in, Paulie, and I guess welcome to the DP Experience. Paulie, why don't you tell the audience a little bit about yourself, because they have no idea who you are.
Well, I bet they know just a little bit about me, but if you didn't already know, yeah, my name is Paulie Beatty. Like Kenny, I am from Schenectady, New York, a big sports fan, so, you know, Kenny said, you're the perfect guy. I'm not trying to, you know, take anyone's place or anything like that, but I know I'm going to have fun today. I love grapes, I love Billy Joel, and I love a lot of stuff. I love my flag football team, and oh boy, there's a lot of stuff I love, but we're not going to get into that because I could do a whole episode on that, but...
All right, well, enough of all this intro stuff. Let's jump right into the first segment of the episode, and that would be the Gridiron Recap. In this segment, Paulie and I will discuss about our favorite NFL teams and how they did this past weekend. Unlike Kenny, Paulie and I have good teams that can actually win some football games. So, Paulie, why don't you tell us a little bit about your Seattle Seahawks?
Yeah, don't mind if I do, Dylan. So the Seattle Seahawks this week, from what I saw in highlights, because I actually didn't watch the game because I believe there was something else that was going on. I did see a bunch of other stuff happen on Instagram, like a couple picks off of Kirk Cousins,
big win.
Big win. The division has been close. I know it isn't the NFC North kind of close where everyone's a winning record, but I think the Rams are doing pretty good right now, if I'm not mistaken, against the Vikings. Okay. But Seahawks are...
Rams are winning 21-17 as we speak.
Cool. So, you know, best in the West right now, 4-3, but I don't think it's going to keep up because the Niners and the Cardinals are a big surprise. The Niners...
Kenny and I talked about that last week. If I remember correctly, Kenny's sleeper team in the NFL was the Cardinals.
I know. He had some choice words to say about the Seahawks, which I was I was standing right back there, and he kept looking at me, and I was like, yeah, no.
One of my favorite things about your team is you guys can throw it, but run it. K9 is an awesome running back.
And they also produce awesome hats.
Shout out Justice. I don't know about all that, but shout out Jaybird for the hat.
Okay.
If I could get a big hat like that for my Buffalo Bills,
everyone in our group has worn this hat. So I don't want to hear it's especially you. You take the hat, but whatever. If you want to talk about whoever you want to, then go ahead, I guess.
Oh, boy. All right. Well, let's talk about them. The Buffalo Bills. We had a hot start. Started 3-0, dropped 2 games to the Ravens, and then I don't even know who we dropped the next game to because honestly it didn't matter because now we are back on an uphill trajectory, right? We have Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper is going to be awesome. When I was watching a clip this weekend and they were talking about, don't look at me like that, Gronk was on his podcast with Julian Edelman and he said, when it's in zone, you find Julian Edelman. When it's in man, you find Gronk. I think what the Buffalo Bills are going to do with Amari Cooper and Keon Coleman now is when it's in zone, you find Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper can go find those spots in the defense. And when it's a man, you're going to go find Keon Coleman. Keon Coleman, this weekend, he had like 4 catches for 125 yards. Probably should have had a touchdown. I don't necessarily agree with how the NFL ruled that play, but hey, whatever. I'm a Bills fan. I'm not biased at all.
But you want to know what's funny about you saying Julian Edelman and Rob Gronkowski? Those were the 2 guys who like single-handedly owned the Bills with Tom Brady for I think like 10 years. So
they were 33-3 against us, so they definitely owned us.
A lot of threes, angel numbers. My sisters would be happy.
Oh, that's nice. Anyway, so that's all the time we have for Gridiron Recap. Paulie and I actually have a big weekend ahead of us because our two teams are set to face off against each other. I'm sure my Buffalo Bills will wipe the floor with your Hawks, but hey, I guess we'll have to see, guys.
Yeah, you're funny, Dylan. I think we can all agree that Geno is the MVP of the
no,
league.
Definitely not.
I would
definitely.
I
not.
would say one
it's
of the
Geno
better,
Smith.
better than Josh Allen.
No, definitely
but
not.
But hey, you know,
definitely
speaking
not.
of MVP, join us after the break when we discuss our way too early NFL awards. We'll be right back on the DP Experience.
Oh boy.
Would you like to try snacks from faraway lands? Or snacks with bizarre flavors? How about snacks in new ways? Or snacks you've never tried before? You don't have to go far to find these snacks. They can all be found here at Snacks on West First Street.
Yeah, we're walking around campus, and what do we see?
All these clubs are looking.
They're looking for me.
There's hockey,
There's improv,
so much to see. So let's go try them out and see how they be. Come on and please watch.
Our embarrassments free. Tune in to Amateurs on WTOP.
Happy Friday, Lakers, and another beautiful day here in Oswego, New York. I'm DJ Don Perone, and I'm happy that you're starting your weekend off right listening to WNYO 88.9 FM, the Laker Radio Network.
I said, darling, can you see? There's no room for us. There's no room. Now our lives are changing. Promises keep slipping. And I always knew it wasn't you. It wasn't you. Now our lives are changing. Promises keep slipping. And I always knew it wasn't you. It wasn't you.
Hi,
Oh,
guys.
awkward.
Yeah, it's us again. This is the first, if you're not, if you've been living under a rock for the last, I think, 7 minutes. This is the first and only installment of the DP Experience with Paul Beatty and Dylan Zielinski. So, Dylan, what did we do during that break? We just chatted, had some fun.
What we're going to be doing here is we're going to be predicting our NFL awards as far as MVP, Rookie of the Year, Offensive Players of the Year. So, Paulie, I'm not Kenny, so I'm actually going to start first. So, my MVP of the league is Jared Goff. Now, let me explain. His stats right now may not be eye-popping, right? He has 73.6 completion percentage, he has 1,600 passing yards, and he has 10 touchdowns. But he's on a heater right now against the Hawks. He was 18 of 18. He was 18 of 25 against the Cowboys. You heard that, Neckers. But my early one is Jared Goff.
Yeah, I watched that entire Seahawks game, if no one knew, and that tore me apart. I do like Jared Goff, but I think my MVP right now is Derrick Henry. I love to give it to a non-quarterback. I know that you probably don't like hearing that, but Derrick Henry, let me say something. 873 rushing yards. That's 200 more than the second best. I want to say 100% catch rate, which is awesome, and he had a great game against who else but the Buffalo Bills, rushing for 199 yards and 2 tutties.
So funny enough that you say that, Paulie. My Offensive Player of the Year will be going to Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry, I'm pretty much just going to piggyback off of whatever you said. He has been lights out. That man, I didn't think it was going to be possible for him to go to another team and become even better than what he was in Tennessee. But he has blown me away. Seth, you got a good guy, bro. Keep running the ball with Derrick Henry, and I'm sure you'll lose to Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs.
Yeah, okay, I'm sure. Well, Derrick Henry is my MVP also just because he's on my fantasy team. He's been keeping me afloat. But my Offense Player of the Year, guy back there of the name of Alex Brummer will appreciate this one. I got Jamar Chase. He gave everyone a problem at the beginning of the year with all the money dispute and stuff like that, but, you know.
Not practicing.
Yeah, but that's fine. But, he's doing what he does. 39 receptions for 620 yards, projected for over 1,500 yards. That's a lot of yards.
That is.
If you did not know. Whatever. 6 touchdowns, leads the league, and I have something in my notes here that just says, he's been good.
He has been good. So my defensive player of the year is going to be Xavier McKinney of the Green Bay Packers. So he made the switch from the Giants, which we all know the Giants suck. I don't blame him for wanting to get out of there. But let me just give you his PFF rankings. Right now, he has a PFF grade of 90.3. That is for the fourth best safety in the league. He has about 5 interceptions, which leads the league. He has a run defensive grade of 70 and a coverage defensive grade of 90. That is amazing.
It's all right because my defense player of the year comes from up north. It's Andrew Van Ginkel.
Oh,
if anyone
boy, I
ever
do like
remembers
Van
Andrew
Ginkel.
Van Ginkel, you can't miss him. The blonde locks are flowing. So veteran guy, sneaky season. He's a commander of the Vikings defense, who are 5-1 at this point in time. Good game against Detroit this last week. 6 tackles for loss, 3 picks, 2 of them going for tutties, 26 tackles, and then 5 sacks to boot. I mean, a good Minnesota team with a good leader that's kind of surrounding the defense. So I know a couple Vikings fans will be happy to hear that one.
Yeah. So my rookie of the year, I think it's obvious, offensive rookie of the year is going to Jaden Daniels. That man has been lights out. He has 6 touchdowns to only 2 interceptions. I know those numbers are eye-popping. His completion percentage is at 75.6 for a rookie. That is amazing, right? So now we're going to talk about defense. I don't like talking about defense because I'm a quarterback myself, and just defensive players are bad. So let me talk about my rookie of the year. I am going to go with Cooper DeJean. Cooper DeJean has been absolutely amazing since he has came in. Since he has started, Paulie, do you want to know what his coverage grade is?
4.
Nope, he has an 86.8 for third best player in the league.
Yeah, that's good.
He's going to get better, and he's going to continue to grow. And there's not a lot of rookie defensive players, so go ahead, Paulie.
I mean, I like Cooper DeJean. I'm going to stick with the offense here, and I'm not trying to butter Kenny up, but I kind of am. I'm taking Malik Neighbors. I really like it. Like a good Neighbors, Malik is there, is what I always say. And you got to really just give Kenny the props for, he brought me on the show. I got to give him. I got to mention the star amongst the very poopy galaxy that is the New York Giants organization. I mean, it seems like week after week after week we've been talking about all the rookie wide receivers. I know obviously Keon Coleman, Xavier Worthy. I think Neighbors is just kind of taking that step up, and I mean it's the Giants. I mean if we
he's
could
making
say,
Daniel Jones look
if
good.
we could say that Daniel Jones looks like a good quarterback because of
Better
this guy.
stats than Mahomes right now.
Exactly. So I mean Malik Neighbors is an unsung hero on that Giants offense who can skyrocket up.
For sure.
Amani Toomer?
Maybe. Hey, that is
better.
all the time we have for all of our awards here. We hope you guys agree. If not, we don't really care because we think we're right. Kenny, we hope you think we're right in Seattle. But join us after the break, and I'm going to continue to learn some more sports. So.
Say, President Stanley, whenever there's bad weather, who would you turn to?
I'd turn to Storm Team 10.
No,
right
but you've
here.
got to say it like this. Storm Team 10. Say it with me. Storm Team 10.
Roll it. Jill
Should we
told me it
tell
was
him?
Kitty from Glee. Yeah, what is it?
Al Roker.
Welcome back to the DP Experience. No Kenny G today, but we are joined by Paulie D. And let me say, Paulie, you have been absolutely killing it so
Dude,
far.
I just want to say I'm happy to be here, Dylan. I'm trying my best to fill in those large Kenny shoes, so I'm just trying my best here. But as Kenny mentioned last week, Dylan doesn't know sports outside of football. Last week, Kenny taught him hockey, and this week, I'm going to teach him the most boring sport of all time by Dylan, but the best by me, one of the best, baseball.
Oh, boy.
The old stick and ball. So,
Let's do
Dylan,
it. Let's do it.
I think we should have something about a field. Oh, there we go. It's field. We have no positions right here.
Okay.
Do you want to go around and tell me the positions at your leisure?
Okay, so we want to start defense? All right.
It's
catcher.
only defense.
Well, okay, I guess we'd have a hitter here, right?
Yep, batter.
So catcher,
Okay.
first base, second base, third base, pitcher,
Yeah.
right field,
Yes, because that's to your right.
center field, left field.
You're missing one.
I'm missing one?
Yeah.
Oh, shortstop.
Shortstop, right. Okay, so pretty easy, ain't it?
Pretty
but
easy.
If I told you that someone just turned a 5-4-3 double play, what are you going to say? Where are the numbers? Yeah, there are numbers to these things. Who is number 1 on the field? Just guess. No, not even close.
Okay.
Number 1's the pitcher. Can't forget about the pitcher. Number 2.
Catcher.
Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go. All right, how about number 7? Yeah, oh my God! Whoa, Dylan, what are we doing here? Now, if someone turned a 6-4-3 double play, what are the numbers?
That means they got about 6 pass rushers and 3 linebackers coming at me.
I'll just say it's shortstop, second base, first
Okay.
base, but oh well. So now I think we got something going on. I think we might be naming some players, possibly. Oh no, we're naming teams first. All right, maybe go left to right.
Okay.
For all of them.
Yankees?
Yup. All right.
No idea.
All right.
Sox?
But what color?
White Sox.
Yeah. Hey, and they're look. The
Toronto? Shout out Seth Appleby.
Okay, but Toronto what?
Blue Jays.
Oh, good job.
The Mets.
There you go.
Brian, shout out Brian.
Short for
The New York Mets.
Metropolitans.
Sure. The Red Sox?
A.
I have no idea.
Diamondbacks.
The
Alex Brummer. Alex
Braves.
Brummer. Yeah, there you go.
The Cubs?
Yeah.
I'm going to skip that one.
The Bell.
I don't know. Houston Astros.
Kill me, you know
Is that one Cleveland?
that. No.
No? Okay.
I'm not telling you.
No. This
about-
one's the Guardians.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know.
They just got lost
Cleveland.
to the Yankees.
Cleveland
yeah, there you
Guardians.
go.
The Angels.
Of
That's fine. Oreos.
Orioles.
Oreos.
That's a snack if you don't know.
Shout out the Oakland A's. I've been
The Oakland
following
A's,
that.
now
That
the
stinks.
Sacramento
Yeah, that stinks.
A's and-
Pittsburgh Pirates.
There you go. How about these guys? I feel like you'd like these guys. Yoicks.
Cardinals.
Cardinals.
Yay.
How about that C? That C is a color. Can you guess it?
The Chicago Bears.
Not quite.
Same logo.
It might be the same.
I think
logo,
that's all
but
I
it
got.
Doesn't matter. You did pretty good for the ones that you had, but there you go. So that was the Twins. It says Twins right here, so they weren't going to show
yeah.
you. But everything else that you got to,
The Minnesota
pretty good.
Baseballs.
the baseballs
With a line.
just like the football
Anyway,
team and the hockey.
move
team.
on.
All right, I had conjured up some players for you to guess.
Okay, this is going to be
Hopefully they show up on this screen when
All right.
I point to the screen. Boom! Who is this?
awful. Goatee guy.
I kind of forgot this guy's name. This guy's name, because I looked up best names in baseball. I don't know when this guy played. That is Mr. Stubby Clapp. Former St. Louis Cardinal. That's Stubby Clapp. Let's keep this rolling. Who is this?
Jackie Robinson. That's
You're
a good
right,
movie.
42.
That's a good movie.
Here we go.
Babe Ruth.
What's his real name? George Herman.
Babe
Keep
Ruth.
it going. Who's this?
Nope.
Barry Bonds.
Okay.
Who we got this?
A-Rod?
No, not quite. You don't know this guy?
Nope.
He's the last guy to wear 42 other than Jackie Robinson.
I can't tell you.
New York closer. Enter Sandman.
Nope.
Mariano Rivera, best closer of all time.
He looks like he was in a frat.
That's Mike Trout.
Okay.
Gosh. Also, greatest name of all time. Guess. That is Coco Crisp.
I definitely didn't just hear that.
He
in my
is
ear.
awesome. And who are these guys?
And that is Paulie Beatty.
That's Mr. Paulie Beatty.
Is that
Justice
Jay-Bird?
That is Jay-Bird with
Yeah,
our good
Jay-Bird.
friend Connor Rafferty.
Oh,
so
boy. Look at
those
Jay-Bird,
were us.
dude.
Yeah, we played for Mr. Dingaling. That's an ice cream shop back at home. And he played for Stonewell.
It doesn't matter. He wasn't on the
Whatever.
Dingalings.
All right, so I got some MLB trivia questions for you. So you want to just give this a go?
Yeah, let's try it.
All right.
Just keep that picture there.
Starting off easy. Yeah, look at Jay-Bird. He hasn't changed a bit.
Still that short.
Who's won the most World Series in the history of the Major League Baseball?
Yankees.
With how many? Just
12.
Give it 12. Close enough. 27. Right? Yeah. What's a perfect game, and how many of them have happened in MLB history?
So a perfect game is where there's no hits, right? Like the pitcher threw a perfect game.
Correct.
I'm not even going to try. The MLB's been around for a long time, but I'm going to say it's like something like 40. I'm going to go with 42.
24. It's only happened a handful of times.
I was
What
gonna say-
team has lost the most game in a single season, and how many?
Probably the A's.
No, it was
Really?
actually this year. The Chicago White Sox, out of 162 games, how many games do you think they lost?
120.
121. That was nice. Good ballpark, dude. All right. I
That
like this
sucks.
question. Who held the batting title for 27 years in Williamsport, Pennsylvania, and had to drive all the way back from gorgeous Schenectady, New York, to return it to whatever vermin decided to bat better than them?
Jaybird.
That would be my grandfather, Paul Beatty, the first one of its kind. But yeah, that's really,
all we
that's
got?
all I had. Who's winning the World Series? The New York Yankees. I'll answer that myself.
The Dodgers.
Yeah, okay, you're funny.
So
you learned a little bit about baseball.
I learned a little bit about baseball. I learned a little bit about hockey last week. I think I'm going to get better as the time goes on. Other than that, I really am probably just going to stick to football because that is my bread and butter, and that's what I know best. But join us after the break for our very special guest and for Cooking or Crazy.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Shine on that black. Look at the bling. Look at do we got a diamond tester on? Yeah, that's getting back. Yep.
10 out of 10 recommend on Yelp.
Score going to the playoffs. I can't believe I missed that. Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone. What? I should take your phone away. No. I'll call for a ride. Hey, why does my face look like that?
I'm playing with these new face filters.
Okay, you know what? Yep, that's mine.
I'm gonna need that back.
No.
Kevin.
Well, Paulie, it is time for Cooking and Crazy, or Crazy, sorry. In this segment, Paulie and I will be given a prompt by yours truly, Kenny Gerard. Kenny, you got anything to say, pal?
He's back.
I wonder if I'm mic'd up enough. I'm scared. It's 3 hours different here. It says 10:53. Your clock's wrong. It's 7:53.
Okay, pal, well, you're done. Why don't you give us your prompt?
Here's the little change. Normally, I'm the one arguing. Today's prompt is going to be, since I am in Seattle, is going to be who is the greatest Seattle Seahawk of all time?
Okay. All right. Well, to quote you, Kenny, I'm a nice guy, and Paulie, why don't you go first?
All right, I don't think you can tell the story of football without this guy. For you youngsters, Cooper Fix, who may not know about this guy who led the league in all statistical receiving categories when he retired, Steve Largent. He didn't play in the 1910s like people say he did. He played from 1974 to, I believe, 1989. He was a practice squad guy for the Tennessee Titans, went to the Seahawks, played his entire career there. They have an award named after him. Over 13,000 career receiving yards, 100 on the nose receiving touchdowns. I think he has one of the best plays of all time. He rocked a safety to get the ball back, and he's just a Seahawk legend. I think he's the best of all time.
Paulie, let me present you with this. Did that man win you a Super Bowl?
I plead the fifth. It don't matter.
But do you know who did?
I know a lot of the guys who did.
Mr. Unlimited.
Unlimited.
Mr. Unlimited. Russell Wilson, baby. I love my quarterbacks. Russell Wilson was the reason you guys won a Super Bowl. Maybe other than the Legion of Boom. I can't shout them out in their entirety. But Russell Wilson was the best quarterback you guys have ever had and probably will ever have for the next 15 years. But Russell led you guys to two Super Bowl appearances. One, he won it. The second one was probably the worst play call.
Oh, yeah. He threw an interception at the goal line.
But we'll argue later.
No, ain't that the part of the show?
There's time for it.
Do not fight.
All I'm going to say is Russell Wilson won you guys the Super Bowl, and he was that team for so many years. If it wasn't for us, no Super Bowls, no championships, and he wouldn't be anywhere close. Paulie, I'll let you banter and argue first.
Okay, but let's see where Russell, I will not forget what Russell Wilson did for us. But guess what? Poopy on the Broncos. He's now in the Steelers.
But we're not arguing that. We're arguing the best Seattle Seahawks player.
I'm aware. But what player stayed with the franchise their entire career?
He was forced out.
I would have overruled it. I would have vetoed it.
He was forced out.
It doesn't matter.
Maybe he would have had 2 more Super Bowls.
Does Russell Wilson lead? Would Russell Wilson, when he retires, would he lead the league in any statistical category?
Okay, but it is a completely different league. It is a completely different league, and I know you hate that argument because Steve Largent's your boy. But anyway, it is a completely different league. No, is Russ gonna lead?
Yeah,
the
but
league
wasn't it a rush
records?
forward
No.
league when Largent was in there? Exactly. You don't know.
No, I may not know
what the names that
but I can tell you, Russell Wilson won you a Super Bowl. He got you there twice. And if it wasn't for the worst play call in history, you would have had 2 Super Bowls, Paulie. 2. Would you trade Steve Largent for 2 Super Bowl wins? As Kenny says, rings talk. Rings talk. Steve Largent.
Then why are you talking?
I understand.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. There is an award named after this man.
Calm down. Calm down. Calm down.
We had the best defense of all time.
Feisty. One at a time.
We're done arguing, Kenny. You have to pick. You have 30 seconds.
No.
I have to pick right now?
No. We had the best defense of all time.
I understand, and that's fine.
Russ was good. He won in his sophomore year.
Russ made plays.
You're telling me Steve Largent did? You know what Steve Largent did? He caught all of his footballs with no gloves on. Name me any receiver nowadays who can do that.
I'm going to quote you
know
again.
who wore gloves?
Kate Otten could.
Jerry Rice wore gloves.
Kenny, who won? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it here.
You both present me very good arguments. Now, Paulie, I like your argument a lot, and Dylan, I like yours a lot, too. But, Paulie, who is that bum? It's Dylan all the way. Rings talk. Dylan was absolutely
Rings
correct.
talk, baby. Rings
talk.
Rings
he pulled the
talk.
quote. Maybe it's a little biased, but it rings talk. I'm going with Dylan on this one.
Thank you.
You are in Seattle right now, the place where Steve Largent laid down the law, Kenny. He laid down the law.
Seattle where Russell Wilson won a Super
So accept your loss.
Steve Largent ran so Russell,
Yep.
I don't know, whatever.
Kenny, how is Seattle? How was your flight?
Oh, yeah, how is it, dude?
It's fun. It's been great. So far, so good. Smooth flight, and so far, smooth travels, and it's been nice so far. Relaxing.
All right, that's enough from you. Yeah, I lost, and I'm salty about it. Probably my one appearance on this show, and nothing to go for it. So, Kenny, or not Kenny, wow. Hey, Dylan, you got anything else?
No, I honestly have nothing else. I feel bad that you just shut this.
It's my show today. I do what I want.
Kenny, thank you for joining us. I wish you could have finished what you were saying. Paulie,
I don't.
Thank you for coming on today. You absolutely killed it. We had a lot of good segments. I'm glad I got my first cooking award.
I know. Well, it was against me, so don't feel too good.
I know. When Kenny starts yelling, he gets scary.
I know.
But,
yeah.
No, honestly, it was a lot of fun. Thank you for filling in.
Of course.
Kenny, we hope you are enjoying your time in Seattle. I am so sorry he just shut the laptop on you. I was going to let you talk a little bit more. But yeah, no. We had a lot of good topic discussions. Paulie, do you have anything that you want to say to kind of wrap us up? We got about 20 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, it's all love. I appreciate Kenny for approaching me, saying, I'm not going to be here, kind of filling the shoes, and I don't think I could have been with a better guy other than if Kenny was here. I think it would have been a lot more
probably
fun.
A little bit.
I had a lot of fun.
But hey, thank you for joining us on the DP Experience. Make sure you join in the week after on Wednesday at 10:30 for the DK Experience. Have a good night, everybody. Woo!